how connect to cultures, and how sports affect human experience. So let's get started. Let us hear from our panelists on these topics. Let me introduce our speaker. Panelists, a philosopher who studies how sports impact, and second panelist is an anthropologist who views sport in a deeper level. So, how do sports improve physical and mental health?
How do sports improve physical and mental health? So, sports gives us a break. For example, ano ba ang mga example ng sports organization where we gather together or we are united to perform an activity? Ano ba ang mga example ng sports organization? We have Funrun, di ba? For example, organization Funrun of local events. This event improves our cardiovascular health and also reduces the rate of obesity. Moreover, sports, according to your activity, sports contribute to mental health, reducing stress, anxiety, and depression. So, engaging in sports also improves our mind. For example, during the pandemic, many people turn to home workouts and online yoga to reduce stress and anxiety. Some did push-ups, some did TikTok, and also to avoid boredom. So in other words, sports are a great way to stay fit and in improving mental well-being. So back to you, Mr. Enrique.
Next question is, how do sports bring people together?
Sports unite people. Think of events like the FIFA World Cup or the Olympics. Because we all know fans from different countries come together to cheer for their teams, including us. Sino ba mga Pilipino na nakapunta na sa Paris Olympics? Di ba ba yan? Give me example. Carlos, Yulo, ano ba? Yes. Sino ba? Okay. So, in this video, we gather with our friends and families to provide moral support to them. In this way, we can help them at least fight for our country. So on the smaller screen, di ba napapansin natin na basketball courts are present everywhere, even in the most rural areas. Why is that? This is because basketball is really popular here in the Philippines. Because of its popularity, parang na-ignore na yung ibang sports. Diba? For example, skateboarding. Diba kulang na ng materials para sa skateboarding stops. Dance competitions, diba? Badminton. So sports should also acknowledge different sports, not just the ones that are popular. So that's all for me. What do you, Mr. Taylor?
Next question is, what can we learn from playing sports? Again, what can we learn from playing sports?
According to an anthropologist or Miss Jenny, since she's not present now, I will be able to answer the question. Sports teach important life skills like teamwork. For example, student athletes often learn to balance their studies and training, which helps them manage time effectively. According to a study, athletes may have faster processing speeds and shorter reaction times, which can help with multitasking. Teamwork is essential in volleyball because it allows players to work together to coordinate and synchronize their actions. Without teamwork, it's difficult to score In this way, players can learn to work cooperatively with each other. So, what do you guys think makes athletes good in multitasking? Bakit ba sila sabihin natin expert in multitasking? Mr. Almaden. What do you think, what makes athletes good in multitasking?
Pardon?
What makes athletes good in multitasking?
Because according to studies, I have read this because we actually have conducted a research about physical education and memorization skills of students. So one of our references, it states there that a student has more knowledge or skills in memorizing if they are practicing more exercise. Because for the reason that ko no is, mas nagiging na-expand hippocampus in brain ito sa mga student if healthy pamurubog when nagkakamalian ng pinapamurubog in practicing. So that is the reason why athletes must memorization skills and learning.
Very well said, very good. Now let's move on to
Next, how do sports help the economy?
according to Kosovo and anthropologists, sports create jobs and boost tourism. For example, winning Olympic medals can be a result of the country's economic resources and political support. It also creates jobs related to coaching, administration, and event management. Popular events attract tourism, further boosting local economies.
So thank you all panelists for really making a role in society, from health to culture. Now I'd love to hear from the audience. So, do you think sports bring closer together or create divisions? To answer this question, we will have an activity, which is
Wait. We will have a debate. Kindly read the direction, please.
Divided into two groups, the affirmative side of the country and the negative side respectively. If the given topic each group will have 5 minutes to prepare their arguments and assign rules. The debate will start with each group delivering a 1-minute opening statement to summarize their stance, beginning with the affirmative side. Afterwards, the group will take turns presenting their counter-arguments and defending their positions, usually in the span of 1 minute.
Yes. So, ang inyong gagawin is, your topic is about, do you think sports bring people closer together or break them? So, group 1, you will be the affirmative side for the sports bring people closer together. And then the group 2, your topic will be, do you think sports create divisions or barriers? Actually, yung topic.
Closing together kami, creating divisions and era.
Yes. So your 5 minutes starts now. So if you go on,
Ilang
from
minutes?
one group, because if you go on, if you are in what in sports ba
Ilang rebuttal? Isa lang. Opening statement, rebuttal, closing.
5 minutes starts now.
racial, gender, and cultural biases. And also, there are nationalism and conflict, which is made by the national varial race and hyper-nationalism. And also, the cultural issue.
Thank you so much. And now,
Yeah, and where you are going yan?
our rebuttal. Ayan. Start na rin tayo.
Okay. Sabihin ko, may namin. Pwede na kami, okay na.
30 seconds na rin. Go.
Ano ganyan ano?
According to the argument earlier with the opening statement of Mr. Speaker here, she said earlier that there are factors that makes the sports create division. But according to Chris Mastabillo, he said that sports isn't just a game. It's a useful tool to break down social and cultural barriers off the field. So as you mentioned earlier, those were a lot of factors, but those can be neglected or be mitigated if we will practice sportsmanship. Because in playing sports, it doesn't mean that you have to be competitive. It should be fun. Because sportsmanship shapes us and connects us. That is why it is the main purpose of sports is to bring us together with fun.
So well for me, since we have different perspective, view and opinion in our life, so maybe not all sports is just for fun, and other, yung iba is binibigyan talaga nila or binibigyan talaga nila about an result or an nangyari. So dapat kami nahin na conflict or conflict or wala yung just because ilagin na or ilagin na feel and result or nangyari.
Because having sportsmanship includes acceptance.
Yes! We can say we're not 100% agree all about the national side. But okay. Ako, kaya kami talaga hindi na. there's no 100% unity just because may talagang mga reasons na nagkakamihan or nagkakawalan yung harmony or unity ko sa mga sports just because sa mga factor nga ginibibila also may nagkasinisir nga and also ang mga pagpatupad ito sa mga sports or play isa po nili sa the racial gender or nagkakamihan inequality so that nagkakamihan namin wala unity ito sa mga sports.
Thank you so much. Now let's move on to the passion side.
Sige.
Go.
So, therefore, we conclude that sports really brings us together because when participating in sports, your goal is to win, but once you are not already on the field of sports or the game has already ended and there is already a result, therefore, you should accept no matter the result is. And that is why if you are a good player or an athlete, you should possess good sportsmanship because good sportsmanship brings us connectivity and it has already ended and there is already a result. Therefore, you should accept no matter the result is. And that is why if you are a good player or an athlete, you should possess good sportsmanship because good sportsmanship brings us connectivity and respect gihapon. Because Tommy Hilfiger even said that good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is your also round of applause. Very good.
So let's move on to our second topic, which is how sports narrated to culture. Joining us here, Dr. Danny and sociologist and Professor Jenny Tertium, a gender studies expert. Let's start with the sports connected to culture and identity. So, Dr. Danny, how sports are connected to cultural identity?
Thank you for that wonderful question. I, Dr. Abaygar, believe that sports are more than just games. They are a big part of who we are as a community or a nation. For example, if we see Philippines compete in Olympics or even like Pacquiao fights, it's not just about the game. It's about showing the world our teamwork, our resilience, and our for sports. It's also showing, it's also about raising our flags, our flag. So these activities unite us and give us a sense of pride in being a Filipino. That's all.
That's a great point, Dr. Danny. So next, the next question is given to Professor Tertium. The question is, how do sports related to gender equality?
I believe sports is related to gender equality, primarily because number one, sports serves as a vital platform for promoting inclusivity. So when we say inclusivity, then we are referring to an act of treating an individual fairly and respectfully. So step back for promoting inclusivity and then gender equality. So by encouraging participation from all genders and normalizing
we're going back to the Dunlees of Igor. Your question is, do you think sports can also change the way people see their roles in society? Again, do you think sports can also change the way people see in their roles in society?
Absolutely. Why? Many volleyball like the frame line or the Inu it shows that women's sports are as exciting and important as men's sports. It also challenges the belief that the sports only centers around men. So, back to you, Mr. Abdullah.
Okay, well said, Dr. Dan. Next is Professor Kershaw. Your turn. What more can we do to support this progress?
In order to support this progress in women's sports, we must continue to support them. But in what way not that? Number one, we must actively promote their visibility by attending events. Two, celebrating their achievements. Three, but most importantly, advocating for equal resources and opportunities. So this includes investing in women's program and ensuring equitable media coverage. So, with the advantage of platforms, yes, I believe it is as sufficient solution. So, by fostering a culture that values and normalizes female participation, we can effectively dismantle barriers and empower the next generation of female athletes. And that will be
Sports are clearly a reflection of our culture and a driver of change. Thank you for both sharing your thoughts. Now we will have an activity which is role playing. So here's the direction of everyone with
Will be given a topic and then each will choose one person.
Narrate or discussed by the rest of the members to resolve part in acting out as they will be given 5 minutes to prepare before their performance. Be mindful of the time.
Your topic is about unity in sports. So, you will take a scene that is related to that topic that shows unity in sports. Your timer starts now.
prevent chronic disease and alleviate or reduce and stress of the individuals. For instances, children who engage in activities like basketball or volleyball after school frequently report feeling happier and more at ease. This impact can be attributed to the release of certain chemicals in the brain during physical activity that boost mood. One of these chemicals is dopamine, which is linked to feelings of pleasure and satisfaction in our bodies. And that would be my
Thank you, Dr. Kershaw. Next, Professor Abaydor, your question.
bring people together socially. So, sports create strong bonds. When people join or even cheer for the same team, they form connections. Think about barangay basketball or even the intramurals that was compared and SUS. That we even have here Mr. Aguilar perform acrobatics. Pero ano yung resulta? Naberde lang ilaw. This proves that sports are not just games. They bring neighbors together to watch, to cheer, and to celebrate. Even family members get involved, making it a shared experience.
So next is Dr. Kershaw. How do people have to learn life skills?
Okay, so how do sports help people learn? So these life skills and sports in life impact essential lessons such as teamwork, patience, and leadership. So for example, a soccer player learns to collaborate with teammates to achieve victory for the same goal. So while also developing the ability to cope with challenging losses and persevere, these skills are not only beneficial in sports, but also translate well into various aspects of life, including school and the workplace. Additionally, sports foster community integration, community cohesion, and strengthening your social network. So, instill valuable life skills like discipline and teamwork, which are crucial for personal and professional success. That is all.
So next, we're going to proceed in our conclusion. For wrap up, what one stage away you'd like to share, Dr. Kershaw?
Sports are just games. It's understood that it isn't just a competition. It's more than just a recreational activity. So it's also aren't just staying for physically fit, but they're also great for improving our mental health, community, and economy.
That's all.
Okay, good job.
Thank you for your both sharing your thoughts. Sports truly make a big difference in our lives, both and on and off the field. So next is our decision discussed by Mr.
In articles that we have used and he says that he uses referencing our presentation. So this is, there are three categories, which is sport, role of sports in society, science, and role of sports in relation to culture, and lastly was sports in relation The study of bullying is its relative philosophical and anthropological studies because it addresses ethical questions, especially ethical issues, about acceptable behavior in sports and establish how cultural practices or social dynamics influences its behaviors.
Thank you all for being part of this discussion. And now,
Your question is how sports connect to sociological and anthropological to physical education. Again, how sports connected to sociological and anthropological to physical education.
Thank you so much. So that question is very multifaceted. It is very complex. So when we see actually how sports is related to sociological and anthropological in first of all, when we say sociological, it is multifaceted. Kabubusin niya, complexity niya, combinations factors, etc. Kasi when we say sociological, di ba na-refer to society. So if anyway na pagkukuan in sports and physical education in society, then we are studying an impact and the influence to the people, lalo na the peer development that lalo na us future educators, the we are living in a society must do. So sunod is anthropological. When we say anthropological, of course, we're referring to the study of human behavior and kuan and human behavior, the way we act, etc. So when we say being blind,
Miss Stanley, your question is, what are the sociological implications of the economic disparities between amateur and professional athletes? Again, what are the sociological implications of the economic disparities between amateur and professional athletes? Sociological implications.